this last week's breach with Uber is a prime example of username and password were compromised. Now, Uber had multi-factor authentication turned on, which everyone in the world is saying you got to turn on MFA. Unfortunately, password plus type of MFA is now vulnerable because we're people. We make mistakes. If that MFA can be triggered or requested by someone other than the person that should be possessing it, and in this use case, as soon as they had the password, they were able to continuously request the MFA accept decline push over and over. We've got statements from the bad actor that said they literally just sent it over and over and over to him for an hour straight, finally called them because they had their phone number, right, which is public information, and said, hey, this is, so-and-so from support. I need you to do this to be able to get this password reset. Not only did they phish him for the username and password, but they tricked him into accepting the MFA to complete the process. So again, going back to training, if you didn't trigger it, don't accept it, right? If you have to use a username and password to recover an account, the bad actor is just going to use that to take over the account. And so, what they're calling MFA fatigue now, it's kind of like alert fatigue that happens in, let's say there's a big enterprise that has a security center, right? A SOC, security operations center, and they're actually watching for alerts and all these things, but they get so many signals, they either get fatigued or they can't keep up with them all. There's too much noise, right? So how do we simplify that process? TraitWare's actually got a patent issued on this brute force trigger where you can't do that unless the user pre-authenticated or initiated the transaction themselves.